All right, everybody, this is Faiz, Versey, real estate broker with the LePage team Realty, and welcome. Friends, today I attended a fantastic seminar. I would like to share some of the main points of it with you. This has to do with the new zoning bylaws that are coming into Ottawa, expected to come in, their potential. They're not done yet. And I should tell you right away that I'm not a zoning expert or a builder. I'm a real estate broker. My job is to introduce buyer and seller, and that's it. So I'm going to share this with you, but I'm not the expert at this. You need to contact your own professionals. If you'd like, I can introduce you to the professionals who can help you with this whole amazing plan that can create wealth beyond your wildest imagination. But there's a caveat to that. You got to have some wealth to start off with, because these are not cheap projects. My friends, let's get into this. The topic is, we had a presentation today at my office, and my office was kind enough to bring in these people who are builders, or shall we call them construction people, a construction company, and they gave us a very detailed explanation of the potential zoning changes that are coming in Ottawa, and where is the opportunity to make significant amount of growth in your wealth. Let's take a look at that. Please listen to this seminar very carefully. Even if you're not going to do any of this, you may run into somebody who is thinking about it, and then you can refer them to me. I'll be happy to guide them on what is the path going forward. And I'll explain also my role in this process as we go forward. So let's get into this step by step, as much as I can remember from my notes. So I've already mentioned that there are some new potential zoning bylaws that are coming into play, probably very soon, sometime in January of 2026. But don't hold your breath, and please consult with your own zoning professional. Now, as I mentioned, this is not a small project. To avail this, you need to have big bucks. You need to have $500,000 in cash or equity in your home. So this will become a bit clearer as we go forward. So what is the opportunity? So the opportunity is twofold. One, for example, I'm already working with my investor clients where we are looking for properties, single family homes, that can probably be converted into multi-unit homes when the new zoning comes through. So that's the whole thing. You could also, if you already own a property in Ottawa, and it can be any type of property, and by the way, everything I'm saying here is just based on my surface level notes. Don't quote me on any of this. You need to check everything I say with a proper professional. I will introduce you to somebody if you need that help. So apparently every kind of property in Ottawa the new zoning will apply to, and that is including single family homes, including semi-detached, townhomes. So all of these types of properties can now hold on the lot that they occupy multiple units. That's the key. So that raises the value of that land, that raises the value of the whole project beyond what you can imagine. I can't get into the detail because some of the stuff they were sharing with us just went over my head. I'll have to study it in detail, but I'm just giving you the gist of it, just the gist, so you get the idea that this is probably something to look into if you have the resources. One I mentioned is the money. The second one, do you really want to do it? Because it'll be about hiring a construction company. It'll be about being patient through the whole process. And then you should, God willing, see the result. We never can predict the final outcome. That's entirely up to you. But there is the opportunity. So for example, they were giving us plenty of examples. And for example, let's say a person is retired. They own a big family home that they've now paid off. Big single family home. They could sell that for a good profit, and if they've held it long enough, and buy, for example, a slightly smaller home, a bungalow, but it's on a lot that now allows multiple units. And they were showing us many configurations of how they can take a bungalow and create units at the main level, in the basement, an addition, a coach house, so that all of a sudden now this retired person has a multiple unit property producing multiple streams of income, and boom, all of a sudden you got passive income. Now, I don't know the full math behind it. Again, it was the first time I attended the seminar. I haven't studied the math in too much detail because there's going to be a loan, there's going to be maybe a loan to do all this new construction, so there's going to be mortgage payments. All of that needs to be laid out properly by the professionals who are doing this, not me. I have no clue how the math behind this works, but on the what do you call it, on the slides it looked enticing, where you take you generate huge amounts of capital gain, and then you can generate passive income. It is delicious. All right, so I just want to bring this to your attention because conceptually or intellectually, or is that the right word? Intuitively is the right word. Intuitively, it makes a lot of sense. The government needs more housing. Apparently, the projection is God knows how many. We need 100,000 new units over the next 20 years. Ottawa's population is going to grow wildly over the next 20 years. The government is in a bind. They need investors to go out there and build new homes, new units. And they're giving you this incentive that we're going to open up the zoning so that you can utilize what was closed off previously, smaller parcels of land, to create multiple units. So it's a win-win. The investor is motivated by money mostly, and he can make some money, and the government gets the housing, and the people get a roof over their head. This is win-win-win. Now, there's going to be some complaints in communities where it was all single family homes, and all of a sudden now in the middle or every other lot is going to be a 3-story building. That is what the zoning allows. Now, that's all I can say. I don't know any much more about it than that. My friends, what else can I tell you? So I think this is an incredible opportunity. Not only can you build multiple units in terms of homes, you can add in some locations, that's all about the zoning stuff that you're going to investigate. You can add in mixed use type of properties. Now, what is a mixed use? For example, on the ground floor, there might be a convenience shop, and above that, 3 floors of apartments. Whereas previously on that lot, you could only build a single family home. And this again is to do with the official plan. I'm not too familiar with it. That's not my area of expertise. Where the government, I can just give you a gist of it or a clue. Do your own research. That the government wants to create these communities where it's not necessary to use cars. You can walk, you can bike, even in the snow. And so a lot of facilities should be nearby so that the residents can do their shopping nearby, go to the dentist nearby. So all of this is tremendous amount of information that we received today, which I didn't quite digest, but I'm just giving you a picture that this is an enormous change coming to Ottawa. And there's only going to be so many properties out there for people to buy. In fact, they used a very, very nice phrase. So this is where I come into the picture. So if you are looking to add more units to your home, obviously I don't do that. You would need to go to a builder, a construction person. If you are looking to buy properties where you can convert them into these various multi-unit configurations, well, that's why I come into the picture. I can help you to purchase those properties. That's exactly what I'm doing right now with my investors who had the foresight to understand that this zoning change may come. They took the risk now, although the zoning change is not stamped, but they took the risk and they have acquired properties that I think I just salute their foresight. But then in the game, these are contractors and builders who understand what's coming down the road. And I was the one who helped them to purchase the property, but the vision was theirs, right? So as these people said, a very nice phrase, when it comes to these properties, get them before they are gone. My friends, that's what my message to you is. If this interests you, if you have the resources that I mentioned earlier, don't delay. Call me right away. Let's meet. Let's make a plan for you to get into this game, acquire a property, and get your whole project off the ground. So my friends, I think that's pretty much all I want to say, because there was a lot more in the seminar about multi-units, about coach homes. I don't want to get into that because it's beyond my expertise. As I had mentioned earlier, that I'm a real estate broker and my only job is to introduce the buyer and the seller. That's it. After that, you use every other professional that you need in order to accomplish your vision, because then this is a vast skill. You lead all kinds of experts, and I can certainly help you and guide you as to whom I know, and then of course you can utilize that knowledge along with doing your own searches and choose the professionals that you would like to work with. My friends, I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, give me a call. I am happy to help you with buying these properties. I'm happy to help you to sell your current home if you need to, in order to acquire one of these properties that is more suitable to what you want to acquire in respect of your resources. So I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any questions, please put them in the notes below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps this video get out to more people in Ottawa. I think there will be a lot of people in Ottawa who would like to know what this is all about. So my friends, thank you very much for watching. And until I speak with you again, take care. Bye-bye.